Hey guys, it's RJ the Fed. I'm here with my dad. We've got some Oktoberfest beers. So we've got Rar & Sons and Yingling, two that my dad wanted, so I found those. I don't even know how to pronounce these. I don't know if you want to give it a good old college try.
Nope, not even gonna try it. Not even going there.
So that one and this one, one of my local buddies, Jay, told me to pick those up and said those are some of the original Oktoberfest beers. So he's a big beer guy, so we'll trust and believe. We also got a local one, St. Arnold. Rar is also local too in Texas. And then Samuel Adams is an Oktoberfest that most people are going to know. Yingling will be the other one that almost everyone should know too. So 6 different beers, all Oktoberfest. I don't think any of them cost more than like $3.50, maybe $4 a beer.
Yeah.
And I think that was for, I think it was either this one or this one was around like $2.50, $3 for a single beer. So not bad. They're all pretty affordable. 6 packs of these are pretty easy to come by. Same thing with Samuel Adams. I'm pretty sure these come in 6 packs too. I did not see these in 6 packs though. So got a bottle opener. I'm just going to assume that none of these are twist off and just going to go ahead and open up all the bottles.
These two are not twist offs.
Some cans.
Yeah. So you know.
I want to try to twist them off.
Yeah.
Get a lot of beer to drink. I don't have enough of these little beer glasses, so I've got plenty of Glencairns. So which one do you want to start out with first?
Well, let's try the 2 originals, because I've never had either one of those. I've had all the rest.
All right. You don't want to try to pronounce that one either?
No, but that does look like... that's a Hofbrau. Yeah, it's Hofbrau Oktoberfest. So that's Hofbrau Oktoberfest.
Yeah, from Germany. So.
Yep. I got that one down. That's Hofbrau Germany.
6.3% alcohol by volume. Yeah, 6 clean glasses each, so we don't have to worry about different contamination of different beers mixing. Little bubbles. Good foam on it. I don't want to pour up too much, but I guess if we have individual glasses, it doesn't really matter. I can pour up more.
Yeah, and it's a light.
Yeah, it's very light in color.
Some of them you'll see will be much darker on the Oktoberfest. It's crisp, easy to drink.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot going on.
And ain't got much bang to it. And that's normally what Oktoberfests have, is a little bit more bang. That's why I like to find them. The problem is by October, you normally can't find Oktoberfest beers. Yeah,
it's funny you say that. I was talking to Jay. He said that they're pretty much done with putting Oktoberfest out. I'm like, we're not even halfway through October at the time when we were shopping for these. And Total Wine didn't even get the Yingling. I had to get that at Kroger. So
I could drink this one. This is smooth, but this is not what I'd be looking for in Oktoberfest.
It's like a wheat profile.
It is.
Like a heavy wheat profile. That's the only thing I'm really tasting.
There's not much to it. So we're going to rank them. We'll start best to worst for me, and then you can do best to worst for you.
Okay.
But
you said you want to try the next original one?
I want to try the next original one, because I've had the other ones. I can kind of tell you where I'm going with those. But
put that there for now. Grab my next glass. This one's already darker in color.
That's what I'm saying. Most Oktoberfests are going to have a darker profile.
Cat's helping with the pour.
Yep, cat needs some little catnip. Yeah, so you can see the big difference between what we just had and this one.
Yeah, it smells different too.
And this more has got the taste that you're going to find in Oktoberfest than that first one.
Kind of weird to be smelling beers.
That first one is more like that would be great for the summer after you mowed the yard. Just want something smooth and crisp to go down. That would work.
Yeah.
But that's not why I get Oktoberfest. Oktoberfests normally have, and you didn't read this one. You said that was 6.3. What's this one here?
This one's 6.3, and the one we just tried. Let's see if I can find it. Give me a second. 5.8. So we actually drop a little bit
and
in
it actually
alcohol
has,
percentage, but it has a
much better taste.
Yeah.
And much more bang for the buck. So I will keep this on as it stands right now on this side of the table. and then we'll just go to the next one and see where we're going to move things around to.
Do we want to go to Texas, or do we want to go to our other ones and come back to the Texas ones? Because we got 2 Texas ones.
Well, we can do the Yuengling. This is from the original beer, the oldest beer company in America. I know this is Yuengling. They never sold west of the Mississippi until the last couple of years. And you see that's got the same dark complexion as the last one.
Maybe even a little bit darker.
It's a smoother taste. The other one had a little bit of bite to it. What's this percentage? Can you find this one?
Yeah, this one's 5.5.
So we actually draw it back. It's a smoother Oktoberfest.
Just easy to drink.
Yeah. But if you were to put them in order of weakest to strongest, right now we would go 1, 2, 3, because this one's got a little bit more bite to it. This would be in the middle of that. But as far as refreshing goes, if you're looking for refreshing, it's the first one. If you're looking for the Oktoberfest taste that you want, these 2 that we just had have that taste to them. So
this kind of reminds me of a light beer.
Mm-hmm.
Blonde or something along those lines.
I mean, I hate to say this, but it's almost like the Bush beer.
Like a Bush Light?
Yeah, like
Bush Light of Oktoberfest?
Bush Light. No, just Bush Light. I mean, because it doesn't really have the
Oktoberfest taste?
The Oktoberfest taste, the color. And that may have been the original one, how they did it, but
it's changed quite a bit.
Not what I'm used to here, so.
So where do you want to put the Yuengling then?
So.
Because we'll try the Samuel Adams next.
You're going to try Samuel Adams next?
Yeah.
Let's put the Yuengling right here. You want Samuel Adams?
Yeah. And then we'll go to the locals, the Texas ones.
And look how much darker that one is, too. You see the darkness on that one?
5.3% on this one.
So we dropped down even more, but look how much darker it is.
Got it in the AJ's on Main Glen. She won't drink any of it.
See, and you would immediately smell a different smell with that as soon as you put it up to your nose.
Yeah.
It's got a little bit different taste. It's still smooth, go down.
It almost has a citrus note to it as well. Very crisp.
This is probably going to be the easiest one to find out of all of them.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
Because they bulk produce it.
I see that almost year round too.
No, I don't see it year round, but it's the easiest one to find.
I guess the liquor stores.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. Just because it's so easy to find and it's so generic.
Put that behind the Yuengling.
I'm actually on that side of that one. You know, it's right down there for me. But when I'm looking for an Oktoberfest, I'm looking for something unique that tastes really good, that you just can't get everywhere. I mean, that's what I love about Oktoberfest is some of these you just can't get everywhere, and you want to be able to try them.
I think that's why I like the stout beers that Mr. Dave Vogelsang sends us too. The exclusive ones where they're barrel finished stout beers and rare whiskey barrels.
Yeah, but the problem with that is I'm a beer drinker.
Those are too expensive and very high alcohol content.
Once you have one, you can't just have one. Me, I mean, I bury 3 right when I start, and then I can slow down after the third one. But at $15 to $20 a pop, I slow down immediately.
The $60 one at 19.5% alcohol was a hard one to get past just that one.
Yes, absolutely.
So St. Arnold, I don't really know anything about these guys, but this one is a Texas one.
Well, St. Arnold comes to AJ's on Main. I know Roger's talked to you guys a bunch about AJ's on Main. It's my brother who has a restaurant, and the St. Arnold guys are in there all the time asking us to try his stuff. And they have a lot of unique, different beers for a small Texas brewery. If you can find one, let's go try that.
This one's 6.6%, and it says full-bodied and malty, so I think we're going to have a lot more of that malt note, which can be good, at least in some liquors. I don't know about in beers, if I like malty in a beer. About to find out. About the same color. Maybe a little bit lighter.
It's lighter than the...
But not too much lighter.
It's lighter than the last one we just had. But much darker than...
Smells very different.
And see, it's got a smooth taste, goes straight down. But it has more body to it than... I mean, we want to keep going back to the first one. 4 out of 5 have body to them. The first one is just almost like a light beer.
Yeah, it's too thin. This one's pretty thin too, though.
It's thin, but it has a lot more cap to it. If you remember, all the other 3 were under 6. This one jumped back up to 6.6. So if you're looking for, higher alcohol content with just a smooth taste,
that's really smooth.
St. Arnold will do it. And then you got your last one, Rahr & Son. Now, I haven't ever had theirs, even though their place is right here in Fort Worth. We used to go, they open on weekends. You can go on the weekends and try all their different beers. I think it's $10 to get in. At least last time I went there, it was $10 to get in. You get a bracelet and you get 4 beers. For $10, a fantastic thing. And depending on when you go, they also have the free giveaway cups.
I have a couple of those cups too. I have the University of North Texas cup and a couple other festival ones.
That's much lighter than the last couple, but not as light as the first one. What alcohol content is this one?
I think it'll say here in this bottom corner, 6.7%. So going back up.
So
that might be the highest one on the table.
No, 6.8 was the first one, wasn't it? Didn't you read the first 8? I think it was 6.8.
This one's 6.3.
6.3. This is 6.6.
This one was 5.8.
So 1, 2, 3 far as alcohol content. I mean, it's just, if you were to, we were talking about rating them. A lot of them, almost, if you didn't see the can, you would think they're the same beer.
Pretty similar on a lot of them, actually, yeah.
Those 2 at the end have totally different tastes. These 4 in the middle are all about the same boat. And I don't know if that's because of these are our highest 4 alcohol content, that they have the same.
Assuming that Oktoberfest is going to require a certain grain to be used, a certain percentage, so I'm sure that they're pretty similar as far as that to be labeled as an Oktoberfest.
Correct.
I feel like there's a clear winner that stands out above the others, but obviously if we tried them without a can in front of us, several of them would taste the same.
Yeah, so if you hid some of these...
ignoring brand, ignoring name, just trying them straight out of a glass and no one told you what it was, which one would you pick? Be tough to say.
Yeah, I think...
A lot of similar profiles.
These 3 are almost identical.
Yeah. Yingling, the Rahr, and the St. Arnold. And 2 of these are Texas.
This one's close, but not... I could probably pick this one out of those 3. I could not pick out of those 3. I definitely could pick out the...
This one I could pick out in a heartbeat just because of how light it was and how thin and easy it was to drink.
And then the...
because it's so common and popular.
Sam Arnold has such a distinct taste. It's totally different.
Oh, the Samuel Adams?
Sam Adams. Yeah, Sam
The St. Arnold does have a distinct taste too because it's malty.
Yeah, it's good, but these are both malty too when you look at it. So all 3 of those are pretty malty. The other one has a little bit more... I guess the Sam Adams probably has a kick at the very end, which that's not my preference when I'm drinking beer. I want to drink it smooth, let it go down, and when I stop drinking, I want to stop drinking.
Yeah.
I don't want to have that aftertaste. And some of these, and the only one that has that is the Sam Adams, of course, is the aftertaste. All the rest go down super smooth.
We talk about aftertaste. For us in whiskey, we talk about the finish. Most of us like a longer finish. We want to keep tasting it, but we don't want the finish to be different than the mouthfeel from the beginning to middle of the palate to the end palate. We want it to be the same. And I think what you're talking about is there's like a funkiness to it that's left over.
Correct. And it's different than what you were drinking.
It's like almost bitter.
Correct.
Yeah.
And
not a sour taste, but it goes towards that bitter line where it's just not, it's not what it was when you first tried it.
Now, if you're an IPA fan, that's the way IPAs are, and that would fit. If you're a big fan of IPAs, then Sam Adams would probably be the one that you like better because it does have that different taste at the end, and that's what most IPAs bring to the table, is a little different taste at the very end. Even though it's drank smooth or however you drink it, when you stop, there's that different taste and different flavor that was still coming through.
So if you had to rank them, or do you want to go back and try some to get to that ranking, where do you think you'd rank all these? You got these two towards the bottom. We got the middle of the pack here. We got this one sitting off to the side, though.
I would probably go
somewhere
here,
in line like that.
And all three of these could change.
Trade out, coin flip, depending on the day.
What? Yeah, I mean, you could pour each one of those, and I would tell you that's the best out of the three. But you could pour the second one, I'd tell you is the best out of three. Pour me the third one, I'd tell you the best out of three. But ranking Oktoberfest to put in my house, I would put any one of these three in immediately. If I couldn't find it, then go here.
And that's pretty good then, because these are the two that you asked me to look for, and I found those. Mm-hmm. I wanted to get to the OGs, which Jay helped me pick out.
No, that was good.
And then another popular one that almost everybody and anybody knows, mm-hmm. and then another one that was a local one, which in this case was the St. Arnold. So that wasn't on the radar before, and maybe now it will be.
No, and so when we go to Uncle AJ's...
You do have it. You've had it before, but not the Oktoberfest.
Correct.
Just St. Arnold.
St. Arnold has a lot of good beers when it comes to theirs. They got a summer beer. They're...
We almost picked up the Karbach. They actually had a Karbach, too, that was a Oktoberfest. They also had a pumpkin one, which I'm not too big of a fan of the pumpkin beers.
Not a pumpkin.
So we didn't buy any of those. But
pumpkin guy.
We almost did get the Karbach, too, just we'd have a variety. But I felt like 6 beers. I mean, they're all open now, so they all have an expiration. So we're going to be doing some drinking of these. But I definitely want to go back and try some of them. But I agree with these three. I've already had a couple of these on my own. I gave him a 6-pack, and then I got to give him the rest of the other 6-pack that was loose. I've got a little box over there so we can load you up and send you home with the other 6, because I told you I'd pick those up for you. So
appreciate it.
Kroger did us well. We stole 6 beers on accident, though.
How'd that happen?
So these came with the little plastic tops in a 6-pack, and you just pick them up, scan them, good to go. The Yinglings were not in a 6-pack. They were singles, and they had a little box. I didn't know you had to scan the box. I thought you had to scan the cans. So when we're checking out, wife's trying to do some couponing. I'm trying to scan beers, too, towards the end. The guys come back and forth 4 or 5 times to mess with the register, and everything's scanned, or so I thought. And then I start checking the receipt to find out how much I'm going to owe my wife for the beer that I just added to the tab. And Yuengling Oktoberfest wasn't on that, so those were on Kroger. So you got 6 of them on the house.
Well, the way you fix that is you go back and you give them the money and say, hey, look, it was a mistake. Take care of them. Do the right thing. Because what you do comes back to you, I promise you.
Oh, yeah. No, it was definitely not intentional. I was kind of pissed off because I'm like, I thought I did everything right. I didn't realize you had to get one of those boxes and scan the box. There's a barcode on the box for them to get the... It was a mix-your-own 6-pack, so you could build your own, but I just wanted 6 of the Yuengling one because I didn't see them in 6-packs anywhere, and that was one that you were looking for, so...
Oh, well, I appreciate you getting that, because I haven't seen it anywhere. That's the one I haven't seen.
Kroger, of all places. Total Wine doesn't even have it.
Well, Albertson doesn't have it. Total Wine has it.
Total Wine had all this other stuff except for this one.
The problem is I've been all around the world and I haven't been able to get in the stores when I need to, so...
Well, but you did pick me up that whiskey, so I'll be having to try that one too. It's a blended Scotch whiskey, but I'm going to drink some more of this Rar for sure. It's one of my favorites too. I've always liked Rar, and then whatever you want to pour up, got plenty of beers to try.
Absolutely. I will do your Yingling. Get that done.
There we go. So we're going to agree with the ranking. I think top 3, we can put these up there. These 3 kind of fall behind.
You could probably do this. I know it's not going to be good for the camera.
But we got a vertical line, and then we got these 3. I have to agree. Sucks for the OGs. Samuel Adams, you're not endorsing us, so... No harm, no foul there. Cheers.
But the OGs, I mean, it's good to see where it came from. That's the big thing, is that...
You got to start somewhere.
But they've improved on them, and you'd see, if that was the original... Let's say the Hofbrau was the original.
He said one of the originals. I'm just quoting Jay. I don't know all the details.
Well, we probably need to look into that. But if that's one of the originals and they've made it better and better based on what's on the table,
big improvement.
Hopefully, that's the thing. If
this is the base, if this is the ground, I'm fine with these two. And what they've developed into is definitely something I even enjoy.
Well, and the crazy part is you're talking about local brewmasters that have taken from the OGs and made these. And it's people like you and I making these beers.
Yeah.
I mean, there is not some giant corporate company making these beers anymore. These three. These are small mom and pop organizations.
Well, Yuengling pretty big.
Yuengling is big.
But St. Arnold and Rars are both small. Let's qualify. Obviously, the oldest the brewery in America is probably doing it on a bigger scale than St. Arnold and Rar.
You say that, but they didn't start distributing west of the Mississippi until 2 years ago.
They just recently started doing national.
So they only sold on the East Coast. So you think they're really big because they're the oldest, but oldest does not mean biggest.
Correct.
It's not the Anheuser-Busch guys. It's not it's not the Betty Keiths.
It's not Buffalo Trace. It's not Old Forester. It's not the old Whiskey Row series.
But it's an old company, but it doesn't mean it's a huge company. They're just now starting to farm out and get some of their beers out, but it's still not all the way across. You can't find this further west. I mean, it's slowly moving across, but it's going to take some time. And of course, they're going to grow, and that's what every good business wants to do is grow.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, they did it right where they only sold on the East Coast because they had a great following. And I can't tell you how many of my friends would go to the East Coast,
just
drive their car just so they can bring it back because you can't bring all that beer back on an airplane.
Yeah.
So they went there on purpose in a car
to buy beer
to bring it back, and that says a lot.
So, this is the Oktoberfest video, guys. Got 6 beers. This is the lineup. Looks like the 2 Texas one came out towards the top. Maybe that's because of it's a craft brewery. It kind of has its own little spin, own little taste. These are all 3 very flavorful. This one's just a little too light, but if it's true and it is one of the originals, if this is where it came from, I have to give it a special thanks because we would not be here without this. So, here we are.